What's up, YouTube? Happy Sundays, January 14th. I'm going to show you guys just a couple of static stretches that I've been doing that really help me out for the chest, the lats, the shoulders. You'll feel the traps being alleviated if there's tightness in there. Adductors, hamstrings, piriformis, hip flexors. But alright guys, so I had to make a ghetto tripod, so I'm going to leave the camera where it's at. But the first thing I do, I aim to go for a minute straight, but all I do is just be at a dead hang. All right, so I just put on my jams, right? And then I'm gonna set the timer for a minute. And then I try to hang on. Well, again, I don't want to try, but really aim for whatever. I'm gonna do a minute, all right, straight. And then you just jump like an athlete. Then you just relax. Make sure you point your toes. You're wanting to pretty much make your feet go towards the ground. And just protract your shoulders. Letting the last stretch out. And what I do to stay on, just to give myself a different stretch as well. And once I feel myself fatiguing, I put my head through and look down, and then I just continue to hang some more. Sorry, it's hard to talk like this. So a minute's gone. All right, so next, if you have a band that's thick as fuck like this one, get that. If not, you can just do this on a wall. Use a regular resistance band that's already tied right here. But, and get this shit out the way. Pretty good angle of it. So, if you have a band, you're gonna wrap the band around your arm like so, and then you're gonna fully lock out your arm. And then, you're gonna wanna think, this is my elbow at shoulder length, or shoulder height I should say. We're gonna think higher than that. Step forward, and then we want to think turning the thumb out, externally rotating the shoulder. You should feel the stretch in the bicep right now. And then all we're doing is turning our body and then turning our neck. And we're just going to hold this stretch for 2 minutes. And I'm going to just choke right here for 2 minutes. Just hold a minute, because a minute's good enough. Now we'll switch sides. So pretty much you aim at least a minute to 2 minutes, but pretty much it's a feel thing. And once you feel like the stretch is done, like it feels good, it's not snapping you up anymore, then you straight. But one thing I did forget to mention when I was doing that side, well, anything that you do standing, it doesn't matter if you're stretching or lifting weights, you want to keep your ass squeezed, abs engaged. So that way, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you maximize exactly what it is that you're trying to accomplish. I'm trying to get a good chest stretch, bicep stretch, shoulder stretch, lat stretch, oblique stretch. And in doing that, by keeping everything engaged. All right, next, what I do is for the lats. You know, it'll also stretch out the chest. We're gonna pretty much get a foam roller. I use a rumble roller because it works better, it's more tough. Pretty much gonna put this at the opposite side of your chest, right? But in the back. So it's gonna be roughly right here. And then what you do is then get a light weight. So for me, that's 10 pounds. Make sure our legs stay completely locked out, arms are locked out. We're just gonna chill right here. And then let the weight take our arms back into a pullover. And even if the weight touches the ground, like, let me turn this over, see if it gets long range of motion. So even if the weight touches the ground, you still want to keep your elbows locked out. And we just chill here for 2 minutes. And then you just drop the weight. Bring your elbows in. Get out of the stretch. Oh, fuck. All right, and then now, the next one I'm gonna do is pretty much just a hamstring stretch. and then it's going to be an adductor stretch. So I'm gonna do 2 of them back to back. So there's gonna be a wall stretch. So what you do, start by sitting by the wall, put your butt against the wall now, then you're just gonna throw your legs up, and then make sure your lower back and your butt is against the floor. Our legs are completely locked out. We're driving our heels through this wall to create tension, and then we're pointing our toes towards us, so we're now stretching the calves and the hamstrings, and we just have our arms to the side and we just chill here. This one you for sure want to do 2 minutes, just because, let's be honest, most people are sitting, so their hamstrings are going to be a lot tighter compared to, you know, the muscles in the upper body. Ideally, if you can do all of them for 2 minutes, that's fine, but I've been doing these for a while, so I just go by feel, but typically everything lower body, I for sure do the 2 minutes. Okay, and then you're gonna open your legs up wide as you can. Go ahead and assist yourself, hey, but don't overdo it. You want to go to a spot that you know you can hold for sure, and then you're going to rotate your feet outward, and then you chill here for 2 minutes. Set the timer. Okay, and I just thought of another one. So once you're right here, you still want to stay right here, but now what you're going to do is bring your feet as close to your butt as possible, and you want to pretty much think of a squat stance, but you don't want your feet turned out. You want to think keeping everything in neutral alignment whenever we're stretching. So pretty much, to keep it simple, with the feet, keep your toes straight even if you don't squat like that, but in terms of the distance, go squat distance. With your arms, you're just going to press out. Hold on, set the timer. There we go, for 2 minutes. And we want to be pressing against the wall, like upward through the heels, keeping ourselves on the ground and pressing our legs out with our arms pretty much. And I like to keep the shoulders externally rotated, so it's working on keeping them, you know, in position as well. Some shit like that. There we go. Okay, so last stretch I do is for the piriformis. Pretty much just keep it simple. It's pretty much right here. People will say that's your ass. Let's go with that. But all we're going to do is a pigeon on the box stretch. So all we're going to do is put our leg like so, like a pigeon stretch. Keep this leg locked out. And then all we want to try to do, leading with the chest, is put it onto the box. And we're just going to chill here. 2 minutes. One thing I didn't mention that really helps, hook this foot on the outside, you can think the hip or just the outside part of the leg right here. And then you just come down. And you also want to be pressing that knee against the box to keep tension. The basic static stretches that I do for my chest, again with the chest you can use a wall. For the lats, I personally recommend using the rumble roller, but you can use a foam roller and any type of weight to pull your lats down. All you need is a wall. Same thing with that hamstring stretch, the adductor stretch, and of course that squat stretch, so you're stretching out more adductors, your hip flexors, you'll feel your lower back being stretched as well. Then of course the piriformis stretch. All right, let me know how y'all like it. If this helps you out, let me know. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you are interested in some online training, check out my Instagram at c_Moreno94, cmorenofit@gmail.com. Hit me up and I'm here to help you out. Peace.